Hey there. This is a lot of fun, but videos like this take a lot of time and effort, so we would love it if you could go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead, smash it. You pressed it. I said smash it, so smash it. You callous piece of shit. What do you have, noodles for fingers?
What I really loved about it was just that anthology nature of it, where humor is subjective, and what makes it so fun is that it's so fast paced that even if a joke misses, it's immediately followed up with another joke that most definitely hits. Um, and even if there's a segment that you're not vibing with, the next segment is guaranteed to to take you for a ride. My personal favorites have to be just that whole bit in the beginning with the YouTuber that just kind of breaks the fourth wall and just starts bullying the viewer. But specifically, my my number one favorite one from this definitely has to go to Gym Rat. uh, Heck, even the one where uh the joke is that they're so progressive it becomes offensive, uh and is also just a whole excuse for them to make out. A lot of these tickled me very, very much.
It's definitely very silly. Um, but as I kept watching it, I literally couldn't stop laughing. I had tears in my eyes. I couldn't stop laughing, and um, I think my favorite sketch was the one about a guy that doesn't want to do his homework, so he prays to God to have an angel to do his homework. And the angel arrives, and it's Lincoln. And then Lincoln falls in love with the sister of the guy, and then they go to Vegas and they get married. And then Lincoln starts having a drug problem, and then he runs out of money, so he starts working with his drug dealer, and he becomes a drug lord. It's crazy and it's so funny. I literally it's so well done. Obviously, the quality that I think it's done on purpose is not doesn't look very high, but it's all part of the. It all works with the kind of comedy that they do.
Really fun. There's a clear like influence of all these different sketch shows before it, really drawing from Key and Peele in this. I think you have some great beats. I think each of the sketches is really fun. You have a lot of fun games in them. And they flow pretty well from one to the next. This is really fun. It's a really fun piece. I think there's so much you can do here, and continue creating sketch shows like this, or just releasing them one sketch at a time. I think there's so many options for you, but overall, really fun writing, really fun to see all of these put together.
I like how the introduction introduces the way in which each scenario can take a drastic turn, and such an absurdist turn as well, which makes the comedic elements all the more funny. I like how the creators use the short as a means to promote their YouTube channel in a way. It's kind of a clever way of marketing.
I liked that they showed several clips before they kind of showed like their background meeting. And how they kind of like interspersed the clips with them as actual like their meeting and talking, and just kind of showed their kind of process. But also you've had all of these different very, very off the wall, very, very playful, very, very, kind of colorful clips, kind of interspersed throughout. So you're getting to see a lot and you're getting to see like I think especially in this day and age, like being like a YouTuber, being a vlogger of some kind, having like this sort of sketch comedy and stuff like that. I think there's such like an allure to it and such a, kind of shine and shimmer to it. So I did like that they were showing like that they do have to have these kind of creative meetings and they do have to like seriously plan out what their shows and what their segments are going to be like.
They know how to really get a reaction out of their audience from the cell phone I think the one I laughed the hardest at was probably the mom not realizing what pride is while thinking her daughter's gay. It's this I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. This was hilarious, and it goes from skit to skit with funny, but where they are very clearly comedic geniuses with this because it was hilarious. I don't think I've seen skits like this go in a row in a while. I think people on YouTube would absolutely love these if they're cut down and put as each individual episode up online. I think people would just love it because at first they'd be thinking they're watching ads, sometimes just skits. It was just pure comedic genius.
It's nice to see the ambition that goes into the, creating a whole show of sketches that's kind of in the Monty Python Kids in the Hall vein of things, where they just flow from one to the next, and that's it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of sketches to come up with, and it was funny, it was edgy. The two main performers did a great job. Great job all around by everybody. The writing and everything everything was very nicely executed.